What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're drawing Levi ACKERMAN from Attack on Titan. Let's get started in the center of our page with the upper eyelid. We're going to leave a gap in the center. Let's move over towards the left side. We're going to draw a curve that goes straight out. And then we'll bend that up. We're going to line this up on the right side and do the same thing. Going out and then bending that up. And then from the inside of the eyelid we're going to step out, curve the eye coming in and then down on both sides. Let's tuck the pupils in underneath the eyelid. We're going to start over on the left side. We're going to draw a half circle. Coming down, and then up. Go to the right side, and do the same thing. Let's add a smaller half circle in the center of the iris. And fill that in black. And then from the left side of the pupil, draw a straight angle line coming down and out. And then we'll fill that top area in black. Now let's draw the bottom of the eye. Starting on the left side, angle down and in. And then we'll round out the bottom of the eye. Starting back on the left, curve this down. Just going to pull that in, leaving a gap on the inside. Let's thicken up the outside of the eye. Starting from the top corner, step in, just taper that down towards the bottom, and then fill that area in black. Now we're going to move up and draw in the eyebrows. From the outside of the eye, we're going to step up. Just going to curve the eyebrow, coming down, and then bending that in. Let's line this up on the right, going out, and then bending that up. And then we'll curl up the inside of the brow, coming in and then up with a short line. Let's thicken up the eyebrow along the inside. Starting on the left, just going to taper this in and fill the eyebrow in black and do the same thing on the right. And now we're going to add a fold along the inside of the brow. Starting on the left, curve this in and then down. Do the same thing on the right. And then we'll add a fold along the bottom of the eye. Starting underneath the left eye, curve down and out with a short line. Let's add a small fold on the outside of the eye. Starting underneath the eyebrow, I'm just going to curve this out and then down, aiming towards the outside corner of the eye. We're also going to add a thin fold above each eye. Starting on the left, just follow the same curve of the eye coming in on both sides. Now we're going to move out and add a fold on the outside of the eye. Starting on the left, just draw a short line coming down. Now that we have the eyes in place, let's move up and draw in the hair bangs. Directly above the left eye, we're going to step up, start with a point. From here we're going to curve this up and across towards the right. And draw the first hair bang, coming out and then down on top of the left eye. Let's taper that back up towards the top. Let's continue to add these hair bangs over towards the right. Starting from this point, curve this in between the eyes, and then down. And taper that back up. Let's add another point. Coming down and then in, going out, and then up. Let's add a couple more. Just going to pull this down toward the top of the right eyebrow. And taper this up. Now it's going to curl this out and then down on the right side of the eye. Go out and then down. And taper that back in. Now let's go back and work our way over towards the left side. Starting from this point, curve this up and out. Curve this out around the left eye and then bend that in. And taper that back up. Let's add another one. Coming down and then in. Go out and up. Let's go back to that center point and add the edge of the hairline. From here we're going to curve this up and out towards the left and right. Angle down and in with a short line. And then continue that curve going out and up underneath the hair. Let's add some more hair coming down on the right side. Starting from here, goes out and then down. Taper that back up. add another point. Going out and then down. Go up and in. Now that we have the hair in place, let's draw on the side of the head coming down towards the jaw. We start on the left side, draw a straight angle line. Coming down and in. Go over towards the right. Draw that same angle line coming down towards the same height. Now before we close off the chin, let's move back and draw on the nose. From the center, we're going to step over towards the left, curve the nose, coming down, and then bend that out. Curve this down and in. Step up and over towards the right, curve up and out for the nostril. Let's move down underneath the nose and draw on the mouth. We start with a curve, coming down and then up. And we'll curve the mouth going out and then down towards the side. Let's move to the center, step down, draw the lower lip. Coming down and then up. And now we're going to round out the jaw, come down and in towards the chin. Let's start on the left. Come down and then bend that in towards the center. Curve this out and up on the right. Now let's go to the left side and tuck the ear in underneath the hair. We're going to start on the side, curve the ear going out and then in. Bend the ear coming down towards the earlobe. And we'll curl that back in towards the side of the head. And then we'll add the folds inside the ear. Starting from the top, curve this out and in. Step in, curve down and in. And then just pull that down. Now before we draw on the right ear, let's add one more curl. Starting from the side, curve this down and out, and taper that back in. And now we're going to tuck the ear in underneath the hair. Let's line up the top of the ear, come down, bend that in, bend this down towards the earlobe, and then curl that back in towards the side of the head. And we'll add the fold inside the ear. Starting from the side of the head, curve this up and out. From the inside, step out, curve this down, and bend that in. Now we're going to go back to that center point and split the hair in half. Starting from here, go straight up, and then bend that over towards the right side, towards the top of the head. Now we're going to work our way over towards the right. Starting from the top, curve this out, and then bend that down. Come down towards the bottom. Now we're just going to curve this out and then down. Let's add a point, tapering this up and in. Now we're going to close off the side of the head with a series of points. Starting up here, curve this out and then down. Taper that back in. Now it's going to curl this out in the opposite direction. Coming down and out. And pull that back in. Let's add one more point. Going out and then down. Pull that in toward the side of the head. Now we're going to draw on the left side. From the top, we'll step down, curve this up and out, and we'll round out the left side of the head. Going out and then down. Let's add a point. Starting up here, curve this out and then down, and taper that back in toward the side of the head, and we'll curl this out in the opposite direction. Coming down and out, and tapering that back in. And we'll work our way back in towards the side of the ear. Starting up here, come down and in, taper this up, and we'll pull that back in towards the side of the ear. Let's go back and add some texture to the hair. Starting from that center line, curve this up, and then bend that down, step up, draw a slightly longer curve going all the way down, leave a small gap, draw that again. And go all the way up to the top, go across, and then down on the side, go back to the inside, curve this up, and then down. Now we're going to add some texture on the left side. Starting from that same point, go out and then down, step up, curve up and down, draw a shorter one along the top, Just going to work our way up toward the top of the head. And now that we completed the head, let's move down and draw on the side of the neck coming down towards the collar. We're going to start on the left side underneath the head, draw a straight line coming down, go over towards the right, and do the same thing. And then we'll overlap the front of the collar on top of the neck. On the left side, step out, come down, and then in. Do the same thing on the right. Let's work our way down towards the tip of the collar. Starting on the left, go out and then down. And then we'll wrap the collar in behind the side of the neck. Starting on the left side, go out and then down. And then we'll add a fold. Starting back on the left, go out and then in. Now to create an overlap, stepping out, curve the collar going out, down and then in towards that bottom point. Let's add in the scarf. On the left side of the collar, curve in and then down. Go to the right side, draw a shorter curve coming in. Now I'm going to tuck the center in behind, going up and then down. Let's go to the inside of the collar, curve out and then down towards the bottom of our page on both sides. Let's go back up and slope down the shoulders. Starting from the side of the collar, draw a straight angle line coming down and out. Line this up on the right. And that's pretty much it. There's Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.